Now we're going to do our outer section that will hold the glass into place in the real world. You know, if you imagine this glass is put into here, it's butt up against this little frame on the inside. So it sits against this piece of wood here. On the outside, you need something to hold it into place. So what we're going to do is we're going to do exactly what we did with this. Okay, so now select your corners. Just select one of each one. This is a faster way to do what we did before, basically. Select one, select one, select one on each of the window slots. Come on. There we go. Like that. So you've got one selected on each one, and then click on ring here. Pink. And it should go around and select all the other ones much quicker than before. So with all your edges selected, just go to connect, and we already have it set for the previous connect that we did. So it does 2 lines straight away, which is good. We want to move them so that this inner edge is butt up against the glass. So we're moving it on this axis, on X. So click on snap, get in close, and just move it up against the glass like that. Perfect. Ideally we want, okay, so I want to move this outer edge out again, but leave the inner one where it is. So just go and select each one, double click on each of the outer edges. Remember to do them all at the same time, because then it keeps it all consistent. Like that. And now we're going to just move it out slightly, not too much, just a bit, because what I'm going to do is going to put like a bevel on once we've extruded it, like we have inside here. I want to put like a bevel. So okay, so now we want to go around and select the inner face that's up against the glass. So I'll put it on fast forward while I go around and select all of these. Okay, so if you have loop mode selected up here, so if you select the bottom one and select the edge like that, it'll hoop around. It'll go from one edge of the selected to the next. So select one, select the side, and it'll hoop it around. Because it knows that one's selected, and that by going around it connects them. So just another quick shortcut way of doing things. There's plenty of these in Max, so you'll find them all the time. Some of them quite really useful and time saving. So that's all of our faces selected. Again, just make sure that nothing's selected that shouldn't be, like that. Now we do what we did before and extrude. Go to extrude settings, and it'll have the previous settings already there, which is cool. Exactly what we need. And just tick like that. And now I want to select the outer edge of that. You know, you've got to be careful because there's a lot of edges here and it's getting a little bit confusing. So just make sure you've got the correct edge selected, which is this one here of each of the windows. Like that. And you can see on each pane we've got the gap for the glass to fit inside of, so that's really good. Okay, so that's all of them selected, and you also need to select the inner one, that one there, because we're going to move it out very subtle, very slightly. So select all the inner one as well. No, not that one. So you got to just be careful you don't select the wrong thing here. I mean, you could do this on a face level, on a vert level, but you know, whatever you feel comfortable doing. So now just move this slightly in, but not too far that we still want a bit of a flat edge there. That's it. That's cool. Yep, that's good. Now we're just gonna select the outer edge again. Like that, and just move it in slightly. That'll give us a bevel. We could bevel, but I want it to come from the base, as if someone's put in some sort of tacky sort of putty there to hold the window into place like this. You see what I mean? Once it's there, like that. But leave a little, you know, flat surface there like that. Just a small one. There we go. That'll do. There we have it. Really, that is our window. Again, we can copy this pane just to see what it's going to look like. Selected. You can just group them using group. Window panes, there you go. Right, now we've got to make sure that we copy all the work we've done up here down here. So all we need to do is select the frame, get these polygons, make sure you've got them all, press delete. Okay, get this object, pivot, center it to the object so we can see. There we go, and then just move it down. Okay, and we know it's square, so we can just rotate it over like that, 180 degrees. Snap it back into place like that. And go to attach it back to that, and make sure you weld all those verts there along the middle. Just click weld. I mean, I know it's only these that I'm welding, but it doesn't matter that these are selected. In fact, you can deselect them if you want, just to make you feel a bit more comfortable by doing that. Okay, so it's just those that are selected. Click on weld, and you can see it's too much, so go into this settings. Doesn't need to be 10 centimeters. Yeah, 2 is plenty. There you go, and that's it. Got your whole frame done. Just check. Yeah. Okay, now we're going to move it into place and scale it so that it fits in our. So select both the window and the window frame, and just get it into position where we're going to have it roughly. Just snap it, there we go, into the corner. See, 3 by 3 is not too bad actually, so let's just go to scale. Scale it roughly to the right size and then move it. So that's all you're doing here. You're just scaling and oops. Just make sure it's roughly the right size. Okay, so we can move this pivot point so as it's up there. Okay. So it's up there, and the pivot point of this is up there also. That way, when we scale it, it will scale towards that, and we can get it a lot more accurate. Okay, so now let's do this. Make sure you have both selected. There we go, that's better. We can make some very subtle changes. There we go, perfect. A little bit down the bottom, but we can modify it, slightly. It doesn't really matter too much if it's just a little bit out. It might be quite a good thing if anything. So just make sure that those verts snap to the bottom, and these verts over here snap to the side. Like that. Okay, so let's copy our glass down. So we have two lots. And just go in and make sure it's positioned correctly. Like that. I mean, we can... It's not going to be exactly right. I'm not too passionate about getting these windows correct because we've got to go in and change them anyway later. So there we go. Actually, that is our window. Done. Oh, it looks like a proper little cottagey window, and that's fantastic. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. If you look at our concept, it's kind of like that. And that's what we're going for. When we get it into Unity, we'll have a nice light shining through there. You'll be able to see it. Let's take it down a bit more. Like that. So you can see through it now just by using the visibility. If I put like a warm light in there, create an Omni, standard Omni light, that'll do. Just so you can see the effect it's going to have, roughly. Change its colour. Up the intensity a bit. Yeah, of course it bleeds. We can turn on shadows here so it doesn't bleed. And look at that. You can already see that that's going to work really well. And it's going to cast a really nice shadow. If I raise it up, you see the kind of shadow it casts, the frame. And when we get that in Unity, that'll cast out there and it'll go onto the ground as well. Like if I put a plane, on the floor, some sort of box or something you can see. You can see the ominous sort of feeling it's going to create in our scene. Fantastic. From our light and our our window frame. Brilliant. Of course it's going to be lower, but again look at the light, it's peeking through the gaps and it's giving you the edge of that walkway and the gaps in the wood, and that's just brilliant. That's exactly what we're after. It's all the details that make all the difference in the end. So there we go. That's our window done. Hope you enjoyed that. Pretty simple, pretty basic, bit fiddly, but worth the effort. And like I say, when this is all textured up, it'll look pretty grimy and beaten up. And yeah, fun. Okay, so next we have the roof left and the chimney left to do. So let's get on and get those done. I'll see you in the next lecture.